Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing?
Yes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. And welcome to the Savanh Family Show.
Yes.
And hey, we're going to talk today about children and how stressed they can be and the importance of figuring out that your children can be stressed too and how you can teach them to handle the stress, because stress is not bad. It's how you handle it. So the big question is this: how do married couples like us who have busy schedules, run high-performing businesses, face challenges daily, raise multiple children,
and yet still remain in love, passionate, and happy like when we first dated?
That is the question, and this show will give you the answers.
Welcome to the Savanh Family Show.
Master your relationship, your life, and your business now. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yes, and if this is your first time watching us, we just wanted to say welcome and thank you for coming to us here. And my name is Sys Phyllis, my beautiful wife, my amazing business partner, Phyllis Savanh.
Hi.
And we are, going to share with you, stressors, family. Today's family day. So, but before we actually get started, let's really figure out what we are celebrating. Let us know in the comment section. What are you grateful for today? What are you celebrating? We just got done with Thanksgiving as well last week, so in the U.S. and a lot to be thankful for, a lot to celebrate and to be grateful for.
Yes, for me, I know that I didn't say enough. I just wanted to tell my husband that I'm really thankful. I'm actually very thankful for him to work so hard every single day. I've never seen anybody that works so hard in my life, actually.
Yeah, so
I'm very thankful.
Gotta do it. That's what we do. Men do. Work hard. Provide for the family.
Not every man do that. So you
they should.
Can you accept it?
No, they should though. That just, again, right? Am I correct? I mean, I do work hard, but there's a reason for that. Men should work hard. If you are a man out there, I will tell you this right now: if you're not a hard worker, you're not a man. It's very simple, right? So you got to provide for the family. You got to protect for the family. So.
Beautiful, beautiful. So Today we're going to give you 5 pointers on how to handle stress, how to teach your children how to handle stress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, our children get stressed too, right? We have a 6-year-old, we have a 4-year-old, turning 7 and almost 5 now. But yeah, they get stressed as well, right? They think the world is crumbling down on them. They have the things aren't going their way and it's the end of the world, right? That's what
internet didn't happen.
The internet didn't happen. We're freaking out, right? So, again, teach them how to handle stress, right? And stress, when it comes to stress, yes, how is stress bad? It's really not. We all obviously prefer not to have stress, but when stressful environments, stressful things happen, then, how do you handle it, right? So.
Yeah, I think that this is actually a very important subject, actually. It's very, close to my heart. Because when I was, I moved to Singapore from Malaysia and, English was not my first language. And Singapore is a very highly competitive place. So when I was 18, they have this O level. We just study every single day. And we were like, and in Singapore, they break you into like different groups so that you continue to compete. And at that moment, I was in the top 5% and I was still competing with the top 5%, like who's the winner and who's the loser. And it was so stressful. And the stress level, I think I'm okay at that moment. However, one of my friends, she couldn't crack the stress and she almost committed suicide. And she flung out of her O level.
Playing from laptop Vic 0 EHO.
She flunked out of I'm so sorry. She flung out of her O level. So, after that, she's never the same anymore because, she was number 1 in her school in a class. And, that expectation was so high and she's under such a huge stress and, nobody teaching us how to handle that. Right. And at the end, she just couldn't make it. And that really left me like imprinted me that, stress is really no good because when you're stressed, you're not in, the beautiful state of mind, and you're not resourceful. You just keep thinking about what is going wrong instead of what is going right. You're focusing on the telephone pole instead of, next to the telephone pole, there is still, how far is that space?
Like 40 yards.
Yeah,
40 yards difference between one pole to the next.
Yeah, so again, there's 30, 40 yards. However, you're just focusing on that one pole, right? And sometimes we tend to just focus on that telephone pole. So how do you know, So, the first tip is, know your stress cue and signals.
Yes. So, our children, like I said, they get stressed too. So we stop it. We stop it immediately, right? We say, whoa, wait, what's going on, right? So like the little guy, he'll freak out with his tablet or something like that, right? Internet's off or it's not working or something like that. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Is it really that bad? No.
Pattern interrupt.
Sorry, mom. Sorry, dad, right? So we just kind of put it in check, like it's not that bad, right? There's people who have worse things. And then, a lot of times we'll share what some of those examples of what those worst things are as well, right? I remember my wife took Alexander one time and played a video of starving children, right? Children of the world who live in really bad conditions, who are less fortunate than us around the world. And he says, "Is your life that bad?" He's like, "No, not anymore," right? So but he gets it, right? And I so love that because it's so important to teach them who they should become and who they are and everything before the age of 7, because it's the age of imprint. It's very, very important. So, know their stress cues and really handle it, right?
Yes. And, with Alexander, a lot of time when he gets stressed is when he got really like unresourceful. He will get into like a bad momentum. Like, when he was doing homework, he usually can finish like a page in like 25 minutes max. Sometimes it would take him an hour. He would just zone out, or, he would just, and sometimes when he gets stressed, it's actually really cute. Like he couldn't really articulate some of the words. So that we know that, okay, there's some, he must be overthinking or overloading himself. Then, what we always usually tell him to do is the next thing, which is, practice deep breathing.
Deep breathing, rest, relax, chill out. Go do meditation, prime. So.
Daddy usually massages, do the tricks.
Yes. Awesome.
Yes.
So practice deep breathing.
Yeah. So we usually tell him to practice deep breathe, and we also tell him to focus on what he has done well so far and not what he has not done well.
Yes.
And then the next point is, obviously after you do the deep breathing, maybe, give
go
yourself
outdoors.
A break. Yeah. Go outdoors and enjoy the nature.
Enjoy nature. Go outside, go outside, run around, one of the things I like to do is blow off steam, is go work out. I work out, right? So, take them, they're the same way. Children are the same way. Get them outside, let them run for a few minutes, right? And bring them back in. So,
Church, I love to play tag. So sometimes we'll just, play tags and run around just to get, the anxiety of ourselves, right? So that is something that I think is really good. If your kids like to play some like basketball, soccer ball, something, just let them go run, because run is definitely, going outdoor. That's definitely one of the biggest way to reduce stress.
Yes, most definitely. And then, secondly, really accept the emotions, feelings, let it out, right? Let them share, because we always say, tell us how you feeling, what's going on. Share with us so we know, we understand. It's okay to let it out. It's okay to show your feelings, show your emotions and what's going on. So,
yes, I think this is very important. Sometime I know that, just like what we talk about, in one of the episodes. So, go back, go into the description or go to, the playlist and check it out. One time, we went to Puerto Rico, Cancun, and, my baby, Alexander just couldn't stop like crying, and he just does not want to hang up the phone. And, as a mother, I'm getting, more, starting to get stressed out because, I feel guilty, baby was not there and she was really sad. But the good news is obviously Daddy was there, and Daddy has a really cool, cool head, and Daddy, took the phone from Mommy and then say, well, what's going on? Really tell Mommy, Daddy, how do you feel? You wanted to share that story a little bit? How did you get him to tell you the feelings?
He's, missing Mom, right? So, and essentially, when you're in the frame, right, you can't really see the full picture. So what I did was I kind of took the phone from her, asked him a few questions, what's going on, right? And because I wasn't in the frame with them, right? Because he's missing Mommy, right? And essentially after just talking to him, he kept saying, where's Mommy? She's here, but she's fine. I just want to talk to you. What's going on? Let me know what's going on. It's okay to share your feelings and emotions. And he did. He shared. And then he finally broke down after a couple minutes and he said, well, I had a bad dream that Mommy and Dad, Mommy was in a volcano. with him. And then he was able to get out, but mommy wasn't able to get out. So he said, so okay, so what did you do then? He goes, I stayed in with her, right? Which obviously is really heartwarming, right? He sacrificed himself to be with mommy. And then I said, okay, but let me ask you a question. You're in Texas, yes. We're in Mexico, yes. He goes, did you know that there's no volcanoes in Texas or in Mexico? Well, I think there is in Mexico at that time. not where we were at, not where we were at, anyways. But in Cancun, and he goes, yeah. So it made him feel much better. I said, so we're safe, because the key is he wanted to make sure that his emotions was to make sure mommy was safe. And it was like, and she's safe. She's here. We're actually having fun, right? We're only a couple more days. We'll be home, and then he felt all better. And then after that, I think it was like 3 days. 3 or 4 days.
He doesn't call me anymore.
Not even call mommy anymore.
He doesn't talk to me anymore.
The remaining 3 days, right? Because
and I was like, oh.
He understood that mommy was safe and she just needed time with daddy, and that's it. So yeah, so it's pretty, just let them share, accept really their emotions and feelings and really talk it through. So, and then second is last thing is conserve your energy from things beyond your control, right? You can't control everything. And just really concentrate on what you can control at this point in time, right? So
yes, absolutely. Conserve your energy from, things that beyond your control. I know that, again, day to day, there's going to be things that is out of control. Like, our sink, the plumbing is not doing well right now. We are putting a lot of, things in there and it's still not working. And, plumber is coming today, so I'm not going to sweat about it. And, because it's beyond my control. So I can't really, worry about that, right? Yep. We're running into, sometimes we run into challenges in business, and it is beyond our control. So what we do, we just go back to basic. What is the basic? How do we figure out the basic? Yep. And sometimes, if we don't understand each other, we accept what each other is thinking about and just do what each other want each other to do. Sounds, kind of like complicated. But just, again, respect each other's world, get it done. Ultimately, we want the same result. So, instead of fighting against each other, just fight for each other, right? Instead of fighting against each other, just fight for each other and just really make it work. And a lot of time, and especially, like, let's say, your kids is, playing with this Lego and just couldn't figure it out, just couldn't make this, this robot. Sorry, I have boys, my girl sometime, I just tell them, hey, take a break, go do something else. And then when you come back, maybe you will see a totally different pictures instead of keep grinding into the same thing. And you just can't get yourself out of the picture. Just kind of what Sys was saying, if you are in the picture and you couldn't see it, well, do something else, Then after you get a clear mind, no stress anymore, then come back and look at what else that you don't see that you need to see at that moment, because, you're going to have fresh sets of eyes. So that is what works for us and how we actually help them handle stress. We always ask them different questions, reframing them, making sure that they understand. The key is, understand where is the stress cue. And as soon as they have the stress cue, help them remove it and get them to be in a very resourceful state. So in that way they know how to handle stress.
Yes, most definitely. Yes, and then, accept the emotions, talk it through, their feelings, right? Don't say, don't act that way, be quiet, or, you shouldn't be sad. Like, never do that. Just accept it and really talk things through, and then really conserve, teach them how to conserve their energy on things that they can control versus things that cannot control. Okay, so again, we enjoyed being here with you. So the question of the day is, what are you going to do today to really teach, your children to handle stressors in their life, things that come up, situations, right? Very, very important, how to handle them, and what are one thing that you're going to do today to actually do that for each other.
Yes.
So let us know in the comment section. We'd love to know. And there's things that you do more than this that really has helped your family. Please let us know as well. Okay?
We would love to know.
All right. We love you. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. If you like this show, subscribe now.
Remember, mastery starts here.
See you on the next show.